Hey guys, it's me Charlie. Today I'm going to show you how to make a nest box out of a half-gallon of milk carton. And here I got a Minute Maid container. And what you're going to need is you're going to need either a knife or one of those, I forget what they call them, but it's a project knife that has a sharp tip at the end. And it has a long stem, like a Zepto knife or something. I forgot how it's pronounced. A marker, Sharpie, some scissors, and you're just going to need a regular piece of sheet paper. Just go ahead and grab a piece of paper, fold it in half again, and I'll show you what to do with it next. Now I started to open this up, but then my battery died, so I had to recharge this again. So you're going to want to open up your milk carton like this, and then on the left side, there's some already lines here that you want to cut along the lines. Just right up to the edge. And on the other side, do the same thing. And you got a little flap right here. Now you're going to want to take this piece off. And then just throw that away. And you're left with a little flap here. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to lay your carton flat. Take your piece of paper and you're going to want to put the corners very sharp along the bottom and the top, so you want to follow the line. Whatever is on the edge here left over, you want to just fold that down. And that part there, you just want to fold that. Again, try it one more time to make sure it's folded correctly. Alright, then with your marker, take this piece of paper with this folded lip right here. You want to put it at the bottom of your milk carton and trace a line and do that to every side. And hopefully you guys can get what I'm doing. So when you're using a marker of this type, it doesn't stay on very well, so try not to touch these lines that you just made. Your next step is you want to cut along the edge, right on the edge here. A X-Acto knife, I think that's what they call it. If you have one of those, use one of those to cut along the edge. If not, just go ahead and use a pair of scissors if that's all you got. Do that to all four corners. Do it as perfect as you can. Try not to go too fast. Make sure you clean out your container really well. Soap and water works best. You don't want a smell of milk if you're using a milk carton. You can also do this with a smaller version, but I find that this size is perfect with a little water coming out. Alright, so now right above the line that we just created, on the sides here, you're going to want to cut about 1 inch up from the line. And you only want to do that to, so you got this lip right here, the little piece on top. This is going to be the part that you want to remember. This is your front of the container. And then of course the back where there's the nutrition facts, that's going to be your back. So what you're going to want to do is on the side here is you want to cut 1 inch up from the line that you created. So I'm cutting right under the word watermelon. On this one, right above the word put good in, I'm hoping that might be just enough. Alright, so now you got a 1 inch from the top, 1 inch from the top. On this one, you want to fold the back part, same thing, 1 inch. But the part that actually is got the little lip pointy in here, you want to actually fold that both ways. Oops, dropped it. And fold inwards. And you want to fold the sides that you got the little lines here. Fold those in. You don't have to fold them out if you don't want to. I do because it makes it a little bit more flexible. Alright, so that gives you an idea there. Alright, now this part here gets a little tricky. You're going to want to take your X-Acto knife or your regular knife, and you're going to want to make a small slit. Just make it wherever you can, about 1 inch down from the top. So 1 inch down. If you're using a knife, be really careful. And in this case, this knife is not going through, so have to be real careful. Let me try scissors. No, go back to the knife. Yeah, you see that knife would work really good. If you have a razor blade, that would be preferred. You just need a razor blade to cut right through this. I'm going to ignore this part for now. Alright, so you're going to want to fold that in. Right on the sides here, on this flap here, not the part with the pointy end, you're going to want to cut just a little lip sideways. Then you take this piece right here, the little top part, and you're going to want to push that in. That little lip right here, this little tiny pointy end, that's going to go into the back that you just made that line across with your X-Acto knife. You want to go ahead and fold this under, that under, take this, tuck it in, and that way this part won't pop up like that. Now as you can see, you got this back part here. You're going to want to make a little hole right in the center or one on each side. If you do one on each side, you get a little bit more strength protection so this doesn't wiggle as much. If you put it right in the middle, you might get a wiggle when it's on the cage, meaning that the nest box will wiggle around. So make 2 holes if you can. Now you can go ahead and make a circle or you can make a carve out. I'm actually going to make a carve out because I can see into the nest a little bit better. So with your X-Acto knife, if you have one, that's great. If not, use your regular knife. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and trace out a line. I just want it to look nice. Be very careful again. I'm doing a little bit more trimming. All right. And there you go.